Alright, so what's up? This your girl Kay Will.
And I am Sir.
And we are here ready to talk about some good stuff on 2020 podcast.
Yep.
Alright, so let's just start with, why do men feel women require too much?
Ooh, we going straight to that one.
We're gonna go straight to that one. I mean,
okay.
why do men feel like women require too much?
Okay. That one is obviously a divisive topic. All right. Now, I put standards versus expectations in my status for Facebook the other day for a reason, because I want to bookmark it. We, as men, of course, we want to approach you, but that breaks down into like what you guys expect from us versus what y'all requirements from us, aka standards. Like standards obviously being the things that you won't waver on. Expectations are a list of duties that you expect us to do. We might not meet them all, but if we don't meet them all, it's not a deal breaker. Like the expectation you might have for me on, like, let's say we date, right? You expect for me to take out the trash everywhere I visit, or if you miss a bill or something, I can help out, open your door for you, just courtesies, courting stuff. So if I don't do 100 out of the 100 expectations you have, you wouldn't necessarily break up with me, would you?
No.
Because it's a little bit minor, right? Okay, standards though are different.
Okay.
Those are the things that you won't waver on. You might have, all right, my man got to have some sort of spirituality. Won't waver on that.
Right.
Got to be financially stable.
Right.
May not waver on that. That's perfectly fine. Guys who are saying women want too much have blurred the line between standards and expectations. They don't know the difference. So if your guy is saying that, you need to steer clear, because they haven't self-evaluated and figure out what it is that they bring to the table. And if they don't know what they bring to the table, how the hell they gonna know what you want?
Yes. Now that makes so much sense, Jay, because when you like, I had a conversation, a question I post on Facebook, and that whole conversation went left, and it can go left because there are standards that I won't waver on. There are some things that I require a man to come with. Okay. And there are some things that I can say, okay, well, we can learn this together, you know, or we can do this together, or, you know, I'm lenient on a lot of stuff, but because of my history in relationships, there are some things that I just don't waver, period. Because through the growing pains, you learn different things, and you learn to know what you want. As you were just saying, you know, the guy, he may not know who he is or have come into who he is, but when you come into who you are, you know what you want.
Exactly.
You know what you want. So I know I'm damn near 40. I know what I want, and I know what I'm expecting. So if a guy comes to me and he don't have a job, let's use the job, because most times that's the first thing women say. He gotta come to me with a job. He gotta have a job. He gotta have this. He gotta have that. Okay. So let's just say he comes to you and he does not have a job. He don't, but he's trying. He's out there every day, beating the pavement, getting a job. He has ambition, and let's just say he doesn't. He decides, okay, well, I want to start my own business. Okay. I have the money to start my own business because I got this little savings over here. I don't have a job right now, but I got this little savings over here to start my own business. So let me put this money into my business. But baby, you still gonna be with me?
So let me ask you this then. So just making it plain then, we breaking it down.
Yeah.
All right. So from the conversation we having, the standard then is ambition, drive, stability. Then the expectation then is just the job. That comes and goes. Yeah. Expectations can be affected by other things.
Absolutely.
And then you never know. People talk about being delivered something. If you're really spiritual, you might say, God gonna deliver me my husband, or deliver me to my husband. You might be crossing paths with somebody, and you letting an expectation block you from somebody that could compliment you. Sure, his season may not be right now. We're all going through our own little universe, like our own little cycle.
Right.
Highs and lows.
Right.
Don't let somebody's low prevent you from meeting the king.
Exactly. Because just picture this. So you the female this time. Okay. We're gonna use the female. She don't have no job. He got a job. Mm-hmm. Is he supposed to say, well, you ain't got no job, I ain't finna date you? Which is typically what females do. Females gonna say, oh, he ain't got no job, he look dusty, he this, that, and the other. Okay, well, guess what? You messed around and let this dusty man who you claim don't have no job the next year, because he has put all his money into his business instead of going out to find another job again. Or he may still be out trying to find a job, but still has decided, I'm going to start my own business, but the next year his business is booming. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you done left him in the dust. Oh, but now you see his business booming. Hey, boo. Yeah. But he don't want you no more. Yeah. Because when he was trying to talk to you, you overlooked him because he didn't have a job.
Yeah.
You know, my thing was, I lost my job after I had been on my job for like 6 years, maybe. Almost 7 years. Lost my job, and I had a person tell me, you need to go find your job now. Because at that time, I just began to pursue my own goals. You know, whatever. Okay. At that point, I was looking for a job, but I feel like sometimes God does things for a reason, and He pushes you to a different level in your life. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we can't see it because we have blinders on, and we can't see where He's pushing us. So we may begin to panic. Well, I was in a panic stage because I was so used to working for somebody else. Mm-hmm. So used to going to a 9 to 5 every day. And I felt like at that point I began to sit back and I was like, you know what, I'm being pushed to a different level. And then I had a friend, a real friend, tell me, God got something for you, trust me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, you know, so I'm like, you know, still I was being tested. I was still going through the phase of learning who I was, you know, facing the man in the mirror. I was still going through that part of my life. But I had this one person try to come to me and tell me, you know, you need to go out and find your job. Other people out there, they live in their dream. They live in their dream. So you telling me I can't live my dream? You telling me I can't pursue my goals? Because my goal is not to work for nobody else. Exactly. That's not my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to work for myself and employ people to work for me. My goal ain't to be out there working for nobody else. So if I had been a person that listened to that person, I would not be where I am today. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be, you know, I've worked some little jobs because I just feel like, you know, you can go out there and get this money and still pursue your dreams. I can go work for somebody else and still work for myself. I can always do that. Which I just feel like when you have goals, sometimes you have to do that. And I'm okay with it. But I've been okay since then. That was back in 2016. This is 2018.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And eventually, I'm not going to be working for anybody at all. But anyway, so I say, you know, the job thing again is the expectation. People expect you to have a job. You have to have a job. Well, no. The standard is to have goals, to have ambition. True. That's the standard. If you got goals and ambition and you can produce something, if you can go out there and hustle, as I call it, because I'm a hustler. I work by 12 jobs. I work it out. But if you go out there and hustle, then you got it. I ain't hurting for nothing. I don't have everything I'm supposed to have or feel like I should have. But in time I will. But it's okay. If you don't have everything, because the expectation is for everybody to have everything, but that's unrealistic.
Very much.
That's unrealistic. So, as for men, well, from a woman's perspective, women don't require too much. The requirements are really simple.
I feel like that statement is it's a cop out. Let's just call a spade a spade. If her, listen, not everybody matches up evenly.
Right.
And you can't say a whole race doesn't, their standards are too high. You're overlooking the point. The point is, what are you compatible with? Are you stable?
Exactly.
Are you ambitious? Are you doing everything to make yourself happy? Are you pursuing? Are your standards for yourself being met first? That's the thing.
Right.
Like, and we always talk about this, and I keep saying it. That self-evaluation period has to be done before you can do this, because if you know what you bring, that means you know what you're worth.
That's right. That's right.
And if you meet somebody that you don't gel with because they might expect something that you can't bring, shoot your shot still. If you feel like you have what it takes still, then shoot your shot. Listen, women like when you pursue them, believe it or not. If they tell you no, that's fine.
Because men are natural hunters.
Yeah,
we want you to pursue us.
Listen, if she tells you no, that's fine. You know, now if she tells you nah, I'm good, that's a whole nother story. But if you're saying I can't have this woman because she requires too much, no, that means she might just be dreaming bigger than you. She's daring you to dream, bro. She's not putting you down. She's trying to get you to level up your mindset, bro.
Right.
Like, don't do that. Don't. You're thinking too negatively. See, you're looking at the words, but you're not getting the meaning when you get a situation like that. So just evaluate yourself. Get your list of standards and expectations. And remember, standards are the things that you must have. Like, those are your morals, your ethics, everything that you just will not waver on. That's cool to have those things you don't waver on. But make sure you're able to decipher it from an expectation. Expectations are affected by other situations like time, finances. They can be affected by everything else but you. And just go from that. Yeah, like how many? No, I know very few people who had one job their whole life.
Very few.
For real. And then look at it like this. Okay, let's say I've known you for quite a while time.
One person.
Exactly. Like me and you tight, right? Let's say I consider you in my circle. Let's say I lose my job, right?
Right.
And you trying to encourage me. Oh, you're gonna get a job. I've been broke before. You're gonna be all right. You had the same job your whole life.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to believe you? How are we supposed to relate on that tip? We can't.
We can't.
You ain't been there.
Until you have crossed the sands.
Now, that means something else to me, but
you can't.
Go ahead.
You can't, yeah. You can't. You don't understand that. You know, you don't until you have been through it or been put to the test. It's just like somebody who don't have kids trying to tell a parent how to be a parent.
Oh no.
How is that possible?
Yeah, that's tough.
You know.
That
so you can't do that. Men, the requirements for women are very simple. It's not much that we require. I require, my personal requirement is goals, ambition, drive. You gotta have those three, and you have to be loyal. I am not accepting anybody who cannot be loyal to me. That's not saying that my man can't have female friends. That's not saying that you can't work with females. That's not saying that you can't communicate with females when we in public. That's not saying any of that. Because a lot of people feel like that's one of what people feel like is a standard. It's not. That's not a standard. That's an expectation too. Exactly. And it's an expectation that is unrealistic as well. Because again, I don't mind that, because if you're my man and I'm saying that, and I have given you the title of my man, that's what my post was. if I'm giving you the title of what my man, then evidently I'm trusting you enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna trust you to say, okay, baby, I'm cool with that, because I'm gonna expect you to do the same. I work with a lot of guys. I work around a lot of guys. I'm gonna come in contact with a lot of guys. Are they gonna be flirtatious? Hell yeah. I'm a female.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. Am I expecting the females to be flirtatious with my man? Hell yeah, because that's what we do as females. But the thing is, it's up to the person if you're gonna play in on it. So if you my man, I'm trusting you not to play in on her flirting with you, because you already know that's gonna happen. And the same thing, vice versa. So if you don't give in to that, I'm cool. So just be loyal to me. That's it. I don't really require a whole lot. There are expectations. Yes, we all have expectations. We all do. But expectations are just that.
Yeah. Like, just even when you do a job application, they'll have a requirements and then they'll have expectations further down. Like, your requirement might be, let's say a certain amount of education, or they might require you to work full time.
Mm-hmm.
But the expectations are, we expect you to work 1 weekend a month. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they understand that time is something that happens. Things happen. You have other things going on that can affect that. Right. So very seldom you'll see a job that has a requirement for you to, work a weekend. Some of them, will do that, but that's another topic. But yeah. I'm just saying, just be able to decipher yourself and decipher a person to the point of knowing the standards versus expectation. And if you're not able to, that means you ain't there yet.
You ain't there. Still need to do some more self-evaluation.
For real.
Keep self-evaluating until you get there. See, I'm at a point in my life where I can meet a guy. We can be all right. We gonna be all right as long as he have loyalty, mm-hmm. ambition, goals, and drive. I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. You can't sit your ass at home all day while I'm out hustling. You can't do that. That's not gonna happen. You can't just expect me to sit at home all day either, because I'm not gonna do that. That's not me. So yeah, you can't. Yeah. Mm-mm. So I'm with that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you got the drive and you're trying, I can't fault you.
I can't fault you. Man, let's talk about this. Let's talk about these body modifications.
Oh.
But before we talk about the body modifications, let's talk about the loyalty to the bodies.
Okay.
Let's talk about that first.
Yeah, I want you to go first, and then I'm gonna shed some light on it. I want you to give the statement you gave earlier about how you feel that women are looking at what men are looking at and doing these drastic things. Damn, I just said what you just said. But
that's what it is. Men see these women, or men look at these women. They look at the big breasts, they look at the big butts, they look at the small waists, and you have these women who are going out because they want to fit what they think that men want. Mm-hmm. They go out and have these surgeries to fit into this image of what these men want. Well, men, they look at the women, and instead of, they get these women that have the big breasts, the big hips, the big butts, small hips, slim waist, and they get these women, but they're not the women that they thought they were, because they looked at the outer appearance of these women. Mm-hmm. And instead of looking at what's on the inside, then you have these women who are just natural everything. Me, I'm natural everything. And sometimes as women with natural everything, the thought does cross, well, damn, do I need to go and have this surgery to get this, that, and other so that I can get a date? Because I can't get a date for whatever reason. But you have those thoughts, and you think about it, and you try to fit into this persona. Then you be like, man, fuck that. I'm not. If they don't like me like this, then oh well. Not that all men are like that. But most of the men that I come in contact with, that's who they want. They want these women with the big breasts, the big butts, and the slim waist. I don't fit none of that. I used to fit the big breast part, but I cut them things off. That's overrated, ladies. That is overrated. From a lady standpoint, that is overrated. But yeah. So my question is, for men, why is it that much of a need for men to have women who fit a certain look? Because these women getting these breast implants and these butt lifts and all that stuff, by the time they turn 40, that shit is gonna be sagging. It's gonna be sagging. So or before they turn 40, or when they turn 50, when they run out of money to keep keeping it up, it's gonna sag.
Listen.
Come on,
women. We get it. But y'all got to understand, as women. Alright, first off, where do we see these women? How do we see these women? What medium do we use to see these women?
They are all seen on reality TV.
Okay, one. TV. What's another one? Instagram.
Facebook, yeah.
Okay,
social media.
Listen. I might look in a magazine and see something I like, be like, oh, that's cool. What I do? Turn the page. I might see something else cool. Oh, that's cool. Turn the page. Listen, those women that we're looking at, we really don't want them. No, they're just nice to look at. We might have a fantasy about them, but men, we tell y'all all the time, we are the simplest of creatures. If ADD was a creature, it'd be man. We see it catch our eye, but in an instant, it's gone. It don't even matter no more. Same thing with the sexuality of these women. Look at, like I told you, look at Black China. Black China was fine before all of this. And she's destroyed her body. She looks disgusting.
She looks horrible.
Somebody said she looked like an action figure now. I started dying laughing.
She does. She looks like, remember how Wonder Woman, when we were the action figure of Wonder Woman, she was this really, really tiny top part, and then she had a slim waist, but her hips were big. She does.
It's sad because guys, we're on the sideline, and y'all are like, well, this is what you want, and we're looking at y'all like, who told y'all that's what I want?
Right.
Just because I looked at it or thought it was cool for a second, that doesn't mean I want that.
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Like, I don't want to take that home and then look at it like this. You got all this done to your body because you seen men looking at it for a second.
Googling, yeah.
Why would I want something that everybody's looking at and lusting for? Now I got to deal with that every day. I can't take you anywhere. Oh, you can't wear that? Y'all don't like being controlled. Let's keep it 100. Women don't like to be controlled. Yeah, but now you done did all this to your body. You super revealing. No, you can't wear that out. Why I can't wear this? Because all them niggas going to be looking at you. And I'm going to have to whoop 30 niggas ass when we go to the movie. Right. We don't want that. Right. Don't get me wrong. There's a sexiness in subtlety. We like that one pair of jeans y'all got. We like that one skirt that you wear. We like those things, and that's why we choose y'all to bring home. Like, don't get me wrong, men are hoish. Let's just keep it 100. We see it, conquer it, and then we're back to what we were doing before. Sorry, that's just the mindset we have. Yeah, it's the nature of it. That shit is cool for an instant. Those women are fad. Quite point blank and period.
Yeah, because I wonder what's going to happen when it changes.
It's already started.
Because
it's already started. Look, have you not been paying attention? Like, people taking pictures of their body while they're working out. Big women, big beautiful BBWs as we call them. But look, the transitioning phase of natural women is glorified. Not only are men noticing that, But women are supporting it. These modifications, these fake titties, fake ass, all that shit is on the decline. Whether y'all realize it or not, it's the natural woman that's sexy. I told you, I hate seeing them fake breasts because they don't look natural. See that your chest plate right here, but your sternum is like 7 inches long.
Exactly.
Listen, man, I like for my woman to be curvy and look natural. Like,
as natural as possible.
Yes, man. Like, even if you ain't got a booty, that's cool. You still probably got somebody that admire you and you don't even know it. Or you do know it. And you're foregoing that all because a distraction. Mm-hmm. You're destroying yourself personally. The person you got in your life knows your body probably inside and out at some point. If you're married to them, if you're with them,
right?
They know your body.
Mm-hmm. They
chose you. Let's examine that for a moment. You know that moment when you're nervous to be naked around somebody, then you're naked around them and it don't even matter no more because both of y'all are whatever. It's the same thing. Like,
yeah.
You confided in me and I still chose you.
I'm the nervous.
Why is that not enough?
But I think because of what women see so much of, they feel like it's not enough and they have to be confident. The guys have to make them feel like it's enough.
At the same time, it's not. You have to be confident in yourself.
In yourself?
You gotta know your shit. Listen. You tell us all the time you want us to be the hunters. The only way we're gonna hunt you is if we're confident in ourselves. Mm-hmm. So why am I gonna want you if you don't feel
if you're not confident? Let me tell you, ladies and guys, I ain't have no ass at all. I wasn't born with one. My grandmamas them didn't have one. My mama didn't have one. It's evident that I'm not gonna have one. I mean, I can do squats and lifts or whatever but I'm hippy. My hips are defined, but I don't have a butt, and that's okay with me at this point. You know, I used to be like, man, I'm going to give me a butt lift. Man, F that. I ain't getting none of that because I have seen the results of people getting all that stuff done. Now, there are some things that I do want to work on with my body, but it ain't gonna stop me from wearing what I want to wear. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, I don't care. If I think I look cute in it, I'm gonna wear it. If you don't see a butt, that's okay. I don't have no ass. I know that. You want to tell me that too? Okay, you can tell me that too. I don't care. I was one in high school. I had breasts when I was in the 3rd grade. So I was one in high school, going all the way through high school. I was the girl with the big titties. I always was. I hated them. As soon as I was able to get the bitches cut off, I did cut off. And like when I got them cut off, it was a big relief for me because the thing is, having big breasts, even though guys claim they like them, for me, it was a confident issue for me. Really? I was not comfortable with them, and I was so self-conscious.
Are you for real?
Yes. So when I was able to get them cut off, I was okay. And when I tell you my confidence level went like that,
I never knew that. I thought, yes. Wow, I never knew that.
That was for me. So to have that surgery done, that was a confidence booster for me. Mm-hmm. Now, for the ladies who are having these surgeries done and it still look natural, you're having your boobs done, or you're having, because they may not have had breasts, you know, or you're having your butt done, you know, because you don't have a butt. And if it's a confidence booster, that's fine. But when it gets to the point where you look ridiculous and it's outrageous and you're getting it done because this man say this is what he want, then that's where the issue lies. But if you're getting it done for yourself and it's a confidence booster for you, just like with makeup is a confidence booster for a lot of people. You know, they get up and put on makeup every morning because it helps to boost their confidence. I wear makeup most days of the week. So there are some days I don't wear makeup, but I feel comfortable with or without it. Mm-hmm. But there are some women who have to put on makeup every day because it helps to boost their confidence. And if it's a confidence booster for you, then that's cool. But if it's you know, because somebody said something, because this man likes it, that's not a confidence booster. That's, you're doing that for somebody else. You're not doing it for yourself. So if you're getting that stuff done, ladies, and you want to get it for yourself. Don't get it because Joe over here said he liked it. You know, don't get it for somebody else. Get it for yourself if that's what you're getting, and just don't get it and be outrageous. Like, who is the lady with the big lips?
Oh my God!
What is her name? I can't even. I
can't even think of it.
Boss Mob Wives, whatever she was on, Mob Wives.
Yeah.
I'm so confused as those Big Ange. What's going on? You know, Big Ange. Is she deceased?
I think she's
deceased. But you know, and if she is, you know, God rest her soul. But the boobs that she had and the lips and all of that stuff, that to me was ridiculous. That stuff that's just like Black China, and K. Michelle did that. I think she wound up having some of hers taken out or something.
Like we said earlier, Lil' Kim, man, like that.
Lil' Kim, yeah.
That broke my heart because Lil' Kim, there was nothing wrong with her, man.
She was beautiful without that stuff.
She was fine.
Women, love yourselves. Love who you are. You know, love yourself enough to say, you know, if he likes me, he likes me. If he don't, he don't. Oh well. So you gotta love yourself. The nervousness. You mentioned the nervousness when we were talking earlier about when guys see you naked and you get nervous. I am that person. Initially. After a while, you know, I'm over that. But initially, you gonna see me in a tank top because this stomach, I be like, oh my God, it's full of stretch marks. Of course, I had a baby, but I'm working on the stretch marks. I figured out me a little natural routine to get those going. But
dude, I've never known any guy literally that's had a problem with stretch marks. I swear. I think
that's a lady's issue.
I think it is. Yeah. I think, dude, like Cat Williams did that joke a while ago about you look like a little tiger to me. Like, and guys don't have a problem with stretch marks like y'all really think. We see it and be like, oh, stretch mark. That's it. Like that. We don't trip. Yeah. Especially if you had kids. We get it. Your body's stretched. We look, man. Look, like
I keep a tank top on. I be like, you gonna pull this tank top on this stomach? Let me hide these.
Dude. What I need y'all to do if when I post this in the comment section, every guy that listened to this point, I need you to go in the comment section and let these women know that we don't care about stretch marks. I literally know no man that has ever had a problem with stretch marks. Literally.
Really?
Dead serious.
I've never had one complain about it. I think, again, that's a lady's issue. I've never had a guy say, "Oh Lord," because I even have an incision because I had a C-section with my son.
Yeah.
So I have a scar from my incision with my son.
About this long or so?
It's shrinking now, yeah. But I have that, and then I also have another incision on my. Well, I have two. I have an incision on my stomach from my surgery I had when I had another procedure done, and then I also have a chicken pox mark that's been on my stomach since I was about. I guess I had the chicken pox when I was like 6 or 7.
You telling me?
Yeah.
That you were conscious about a chicken pox scar.
And so yeah, like that's.
How big is this thing?
It looks like a little bump, I guess. Yeah. I got one on my forehead too, right there.
Okay, so what's the difference between the one on your forehead and then the one on your stomach?
I tried to cover that one up too.
Are you serious? We see your. I'm done.
Oh my God, I'm so serious.
Are you serious? Y'all do this?
Oh yes, I'm telling you, like little blemishes and things like that. That's why it's a young lady that does a makeup tutorial on Facebook. So Chanel, beautiful girl, and she has like blemishes in her face, but she doesn't cover them up. Even with the blemishes in her face, I think she's gorgeous. I think she's beautiful. And when she puts the makeup on, it covers all the blemishes up in her face. But exactly. So I'm like, you know, a lot of times we embrace things later in life. And I'm beginning to embrace, you know, my blemishes in my face. I have a whole lot of things that I'm self-conscious about. But that is, my stomach is one of the biggest things I am so self-conscious about. And people be like, girl, if I had a stomach, that's my stomach is not small. Like, it's not. It's there. It's big. It's huge to me. And I guess being that I was 115 pounds from the time I was from high school probably until I had Wayne, and then I went to 125 pounds after I had him, and then went up to 130 pounds after that, and then after that it just kept going up and up and up and up. But being that I was that size, it was like I think not having a stomach then, back then I didn't appreciate not having a stomach, because I did not wear like crop tops and all that stuff all the time. If I had that stomach now, y'all be telling me, Tony, would you put some damn clothes on? I'm not lying. Would you put some damn clothes on? So I'm with the smart lipo or whatever the procedure is that they're doing now. Laser lipo, I think that's what it's called. I'm with that shit, because if it'll get rid of this stomach, I'm with it. Now I ain't with having, you know, my stomach shrunk and all that. I ain't with all that, but I'm with that shit to have it tighten, the muscles tighten, and this coochie belly go away.
Coochie belly.
Y'all know what the coochie belly is? It's the little Dunlap, you know, the one that hangs over. Yeah, that. If I'm with that, I'm with having all that go away, because
I mean, I get it, because guys, we have the same issue, but it's in other areas. Like, I'll tell you now, and I'm sure every guy agrees, if we don't have a haircut, nigga, confidence goes from like 10 to about a 6.
Really?
We feel out of place if we go somewhere without a haircut. Like I do now. Like when we get done, I'm going to the barber shop. Like, you don't understand. Like, for me, it's my earrings and a haircut. I could have on a dusty holy shirt or something, but if I got earrings on and a fresh cut, I will talk to any female I see.
Okay.
Dead serious. But it's like you said, the confidence boost as well. I can understand where you're coming from with the blemishes and stuff, because, like I said, like I have, as you can see, when my lineup grows in, the right side grows more than anything else. It's constant. I could get a haircut, I want to say about 3 days, this section starts growing in. Even if I get a razor line. I don't know why. Something with my jeans.
Just faster hair growth places.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about the hair growth. I don't want to talk about it. Oh God. Let's not even talk about that.
Alright. We'll skip that. We'll skip that. But it's, yeah, I feel you on the confidence boosters, but I'm just giving you a small tip. Some of the stuff y'all stressing about, we ain't even thinking about, to be real with you.
You know, if that's the, I can understand y'all not thinking about that part. I think.
And then, I'm gonna jump in real quick before you say. Then sometimes when y'all do stuff to like remove these things or hide them, you get mad when we don't notice them. And the problem is we never really noticed it in the first place. Mm-hmm. So I want y'all to keep that in mind.
That makes sense.
I did this, blah, blah, blah. Well,
you didn't even notice I did it.
It's because I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't focused on that. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. And let's talk about the nervousness too.
Okay.
When it comes to sex. Having sex.
Listen. All right, guys feel it too. You know, we give ourselves the little pep talk. I put it on your post that you put. You know, we get that initial nervousness, but like I give myself the pep talk, and I realize that y'all are creatures just like any other. Mm-hmm. Y'all can sense fear. Mm-hmm. Y'all can sense nervousness. If I don't show up like I know what I'm doing, y'all gonna feed off that. Mm-hmm. So we have to come with it. We have to, hey, it's time. Do what you gotta do. You that nigga. She came here to see you. Put it down. Like that's the talk we have. And yeah, like sure enough, the first time we're gonna be nervous. But once you see us naked, we see you naked. It's game time. It's over with. It's time to go.
Let me tell you how nervous I was when I. This is funny to me. So it's this guy, and I was really attracted to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was more so attracted to him and who he was versus being attracted to him sexually. I wasn't attracted to him sexually. I wasn't attracted to his looks. He's a good looking guy, don't get me wrong. But I wasn't attracted to him because of that. Who he was attracted me to him. Not what he had, not what he looked like, not sexually. I wasn't attracted to any of that. Okay, well, this guy and I got to this point where we were we had sex. And let me tell you how nervous I was. I am a very sexual person, and I'm very open about that. I don't care how people look at me when it comes to talking about that, because I'm very open. So I'm the type of person that I have to say, Tonda, no.
Yeah.
You know,
I know what you mean.
I'm that person. I have to, and I have self-control. There are people who are like me that don't have self-control, but I have self-control. So let me put that disclaimer out there.
Right.
But so the guy and I got to the point where he had sex. So when it got to that point, I was so nervous. Like, I got in the bed fully clothed.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, yes.
Are you like?
It's funny to me now because I have to think about who I am as a person, and then I think about that night, and I was like, damn.
Like, you say fully clothed, we talking about like jeans, shirt.
I had on some leggings and a tank top, but still.
Hell no.
Jay, it was so funny to me after the fact, because I was like, did you just get this man fully clothed?
That's hilarious.
But it was so hilarious to me because I know that was out of character for me. You know, and the overall experience was interesting, but I was tense the whole experience because this guy was a guy who I was interested in for a different reason. I wasn't interested in him for that reason. He was the type of guy that the type of interest I had in him could have gone to a different level. And you know, sex does modify.
It does.
How things happen or how things begin, how things evolve in a relationship. So I didn't want it to go there with this particular guy, not that soon and not then, because I didn't, you know, and of course it was like the one thing led to the other thing, and then that's bam, it happened, you know. But again, I was nervous because I just didn't want it to happen like that. I didn't picture it happening like that. So yeah, I got in the bed.
That's hilarious.
I got in the bed fully clothed with this dude, and I'm like, and, you know, after you think about it, you're like, what the hell? Did you really get the bed with this dude fully clothed? And I'm trying to remember. I can't even remember if he had on clothes or not. I can't even remember, but it's a blur. But yeah, fully clothed, and I just felt like when I did that, I should have had a do-over because I didn't want to. I mean, I wanted that. I wanted a different type of relationship with that person. So I felt like I should have had a do-over, but
yeah, we all have those handful, or I'm not trying to say handful, but we have those people that we've engaged with that should have never.
Yeah, like damn it, man.
Like I wish there was some way somebody could have made a chart or something that's like, okay, you and this person, all right, sex, no sex. And then there's a branch on the different things that could occur, you know, but that's part of being an adult, you know, you make a decision and
it does. And again, sex alters so much of the relationship. Because I even asked one person once, you know, what was the purpose for you having sex with me? And that person has yet to this day has yet to answer that question.
That's a deep question, Tonda. Like, one, from a guy's mindset. Let me give you what a guy thinks. Now, let me ask you this: was it text message or was it a conversation y'all were having?
No, I asked via text message.
One, I'm gonna look at that message and I'm gonna say, why did you just send me this question? Now I'm trying to, guys, we're hunters, so we're trying to think why you were thinking that.
Yeah.
What put you in the mindset to think that? Do you regret having sex with me? Do you, is there,
and
you
I
heard
think that
something?
may have been his question, because his follow-up question, his follow-up statement was, well, I thought it was a mutual thing. And it was a mutual thing, and I wasn't really asking, I was asking for my blog purposes. And, I felt like he was the type of person that I could talk to and ask that.
See, you should have prefaced your statement with that, because you got to understand, in this world that we live in, like I was talking about earlier,
I'm listening.
Black men, a lot of times we feel like we're on the ropes. Mm-hmm. We feel like we're being put in a circumstance, so we get defensive. So with that type of question, I wouldn't know where the hell you're coming from with that. Like, are you trying to say that I raped you, or are you saying that, you were under the influence of something? Or are you saying that, you were coerced? Like, it's so many possible thoughts that can come with a question like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really weird. It's hard to determine your motives behind that question. Basically, is what I'm saying. So I would have to. I can't even give you an answer. Like,
and I mean,
if I was
he
asked
couldn't
that
either.
question.
So I mean, I'm not. I asked it for a reason, because I wanted to see if it was a question that could be answered. A lot of times we don't know what our purpose is for having sex with somebody.
Biologically, we're in heat.
Right. And my question to him, this is exactly how I worded it, personal question that's been on my mind. Why did you have sex with me? Just curious.
Right there. Personal question. One.
It's been on my mind.
Been on my mind. Do you know, we as men know two things. One, not
let
to
me
call
tell you
y'all
what time of
crazy.
day it was, too.
Was it at night? Oh, okay. Thank you, Jesus.
It was like 5:30 in the morning.
Bruh. No.
I just looked back at it and I was like,
do not wake us up with that. Do not wake us up with that. No. One, he might not be a morning person. Because I'm not a morning person.
Well, he had to get up, but
I'm just saying, I'm just looking at the branch of situations that could stem from that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Personal question. One, red flag. Been on my mind. Two, red flags. We know all y'all do is think. We know. We know. No, dude. No. You know. No.
Okay, so then
that's the wrong way
what did
to
I say after that?
We think you're crazy at that point.
And I was like, it's not a question that requires a lot of thought.
Now we feel that you're expecting an answer and you're trying to draw it out of us.
I'm asking for a couple of reasons.
Now we're trying to figure out what your motive is.
I'm doing a self-evaluation.
Why are you doing the self-evaluation?
I have a discussion question in mind.
See, now I've logged out. See, what you should have did. What you should have did. The disclaimers you're giving now.
I should have did that.
Should have started way before that, because it would have brought a different context. I would have relaxed, but now you got me hyped and like worrying, and my mind is trying to figure out what you're thinking. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at your conversations at pieces of cause and effect. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like that initial question caused this.
Yeah.
Now, I hate to say, I'm not trying to say you were trying to clean it up, but
it sounds like I was trying to clean it up.
It does.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're trying to pull an answer. We hate that.
Yeah.
As a guy, we can't stand that.
So, yeah, I get it now. I actually asked the question anyway. That the question I was posing, I asked it on the blog or whatever, and I can't remember what all the answers were, But a lot of guys can't answer that question. It's like, huh? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
You know, so
I get that.
The purpose usually a lot of times is for our own gratification. It's because we're horny and we want sex. Men and women. It is what it is. You know, if he called and be like, I'm gonna come over, you know, what you doing? I'm gonna come over. Okay, well, we already know what you're coming over for. We already know what you're coming over. So the purpose is because we're horny and we want to have sex. So to fulfill the desire of whatever.
So with that being the answer that we have programmed in us, and we feel like you understand that because you had sex with us, right? What answer are you looking for? Do you see what I'm saying now?
Exactly.
Now it feels like you're trying to draw something out of us.
Right.
And it makes us uncomfortable.
Right. So I get that now. You know, but when I was asking the question, I guess I don't know if that was
it's the way it was posed.
It was the way it was posed. I got it. But it was so interesting because he was just like, are you seriously asking this question at this time of morning? Yeah. This not a good time? Look. Like, it's not a good time?
Dude.
I think any time is a great time to talk about sex.
Look, now I'm reviewing the situation. What did we do first? Did I pay for dinner?
Right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the whole situation. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that is very, very, very interesting. I get it now, but you know, after time I'm thinking about it. But a lot of times, guys, understand this. We as women, me in particular, I will ask something, and I'm really not trying to pull anything, but I'm asking because my mind is going 90 miles an hour, and usually I won't ask certain guys. I'm gonna ask the guys that I feel like I'm gonna get the answer from. So I'm asking for a reason because what I'm trying to pull out is not necessarily for me, but I'm trying to pull out something for my blog. Or I'm having a brain fart or writer's block or something, and I'm trying to figure out something to post about, I guess. So that's usually why I'm asking.
Now, where you're like that, sizable majority of women out there that answer the question because they want a particular answer. You know, just like when you was in trouble, your mom used to ask you a question just to see what you're gonna say. Yeah. But she knows the answer. Yeah. We just want to see what you're saying. We think the same thing about all y'all. Yeah. Hate to say it like that. Sorry, guys, but hate to say it that way. But that's what it is.
I get it.
We feel like we're being interrogated.
Because yesterday I was getting ready to ask another question to another friend of mine, and I was just like, you know what? Forget it. Never mind. Because, you know, let me just post the question on Facebook. And let me just pose the question, a general question. Because if I ask a specific person, they're going to think I'm getting at something. So I don't want to ask specifically. I learned that from the purpose of sex question.
People think it's all about you all the time.
It's specific. So I don't want it to be specific, or I don't want it to seem specific to anybody. So, yeah, that, you know.
Like, I had one question, but I can't post it because I know people on both sides of the spectrum are going to think it pertains to me, and I really don't feel like dealing with that. Like, for instance, something I've always wondered, like, I visited a church before, and they was talking about homosexuals. Once again, this doesn't pertain to me, it's just something I noticed. Listen, I view hate talk as hate talk. Hate speech is hate speech, no matter where it comes from. So if you use a slur in your sermon, I'm going to be like, whoa, that's inappropriate.
Right.
This particular minister said faggot. In his sermon, and they were co-signing, and I was like, that's not cool.
That's hatred.
Yeah, like, and I thought about, and I brought it up to someone close to me, and they were like, well, you know, if that don't pertain to you, you know, why are you worried about it? I'm like, one, don't try to do that. You're trying to spin it to say I'm, living that lifestyle when I'm not.
Right.
I'm just saying, how would you feel if you visited a white church
and they say nigga?
See what I'm saying? Like, why can't we classify something as black and white as hate speech as hate speech?
It's hate.
Like, you can't justify it with it being in a pulpit or coming from a pulpit. Not everything that comes from a church is holy.
Right.
Let's just keep it 100.
Right.
But that's a different story.
Right. We'll talk about that on
yeah, that's a different podcast all in itself. But yeah, that just I can't stand. Listen, people, if we post something, it's to draw a reaction from you or to get y'all thinking. We're not trying to necessarily be messy. We're sometimes trying to draw insight from other people to get you to think outside the box. Look,
absolutely.
If I'm going through something, I will say I'm going through something. Or I will go to my circle of people who will give me advice on that. Whatever I post is what I decide to post. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Somebody got on me about saying nigga on the podcast. I almost lost my damn mind when I heard that. I was like, first off, it's our podcast.
And we can say what we want to say. Yes, we give a disclaimer.
Yeah, if you don't like the word nigga, skip that part.
Skip that part. Fast forward. Fast forward.
Trying to get on me.
How dare they?
I heard you say nigga before.
Right. Right. So, let's talk about this sex marijuana. You seen that strand?
No, I need you to educate me on this.